And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes a veteran, Drew Brees, ready to lead this Saints offense. A come-from-behind victory week 2. They were down 12-3 to Cleveland, but they got the 21-18 victory, Charles, and that avoided them dropping to 0-2.
And it's been a real mystery because in recent years, the Saints in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season have really struggled. So them getting this win was vital for them, especially against a team that everyone thought that they would absolutely dominate. Brees, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, helped lead a victory, and was more of a relief win than it was one that they'd exalt.
They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, Brees throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls a huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
An emerging threat in the passing game is David Njoku, who had a really nice rookie season in 2017 with 32 catches, 386 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And many also remember he was the 3rd first-round pick for Cleveland in the 2017 draft, following Myles Garrett, defensive end, and Jabril Peppers, defensive back.
Second down, Cousins. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
And Manti Te'o started to reclaim his form as a middle linebacker in 2017 after 4 seasons with the Chargers out on the West Coast. An excellent run stopper, understands the passing game really well, and down the stretch, made big play after big play to help the Saints to the playoffs.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, a run with Hyde. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Off the play fake, Cousins. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he'll go down at the 28. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And back to the ground, high. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down throw for Cousins. A quick hitter complete. It's Higgins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins, and that is incomplete here. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return man is Hill. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On second down, here's Breeze. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Breeze now to throw. His throw incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Well, CD, switching gears for a second, you know, there's been a special teams issue so far in the NFL this season, especially you look at Week 2 through Sunday's games. There were 19 missed extra points and field goals combined between all the kickers in the league.
And if you look at Minnesota and Cleveland, that's where the spotlight really focuses because Minnesota, rookie kicker Daniel Carlson, they spent a 5th-round pick on him, supposed to solve their kicking issues. He missed 3 in Green Bay, including a couple potential game winners. And Cleveland with Zane Gonzalez, I believe he left 11 points on the board, or I should say off the board, with missed extra points and field goals in their loss to New Orleans.
So maybe some kickers that aren't seeing time now aren't even on a team that might be popping up on rosters soon. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Breeze now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now Breeze again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Breeze to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Breeze now on third and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, as Cleveland takes the field again, I got to ask you, if you're a Browns fan, are you more frustrated right now or optimistic about what you've seen weeks 1 and 2?
Can I combine it with frustratingly optimistic?
That's probably a good way to put it.
Because I don't know how much more disappointment you can have as a Browns fan. Go 0-16 last year. First 2 games of the year, opportunities abound where you can win games against significant opponents. Pittsburgh at home, at New Orleans, both of them obviously in the playoffs last year. That doesn't get done because your kicking game lets you down. So you've kind of seen it all as a Browns fan. But if you look ahead, if they can find a way to get those wins, or I should say a win, it could start Thursday night against the Jets at home, and then they're at the Raiders, and then home for the Baltimore Ravens. Realistically, those are games that the Browns can win.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Cousins now on second down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, this is Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Cousins. Now he's going to send this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darren Fells from 6 yards away. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready, set. You waiting?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Ready, set. You waiting?
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Saints defense as they file into position. Now, last time out, they gave up the touchdown. Here, though, this defense in prime position.
This gives them a chance to go ahead and take the last possession and throw it away. Not even worry about it anymore. They can be in attack mode now. They can be the ones who can change this game and change field position and give their offense a great opportunity.
And you mean attack mode by what they call here defensively?
Exactly. Great spot to have the offense pinned back. Don't let them out, and maybe pressure advantage.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So a second down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On second down, Hyde. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On third down, Cousins. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 51 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's High. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yellow waiting. Ready.
He's back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Back to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Ready. Reset.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Breeze to throw. It fights him off. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown? 1
score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. Waiting.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Cousins is going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.